guys, I am Slick77, and I'm back with some more Infinite Heights. Got a good cup of, not coffee this time, but some green tea. Haven't had green tea in a long time. Okay, so I have something really cool to show you guys. Think you'll like it. Nothing that someone else built this time, I've been building. So let me load up some music for you guys real quick. I have a song by Fluidified, and it's by Random Rab. It's called 39 Circles, CloZee Remix. Now, I was shown this song by Kissy, and like, we share a lot of music. I like a lot of her music. This one I almost skipped because I usually, if I don't like the beginning, I don't give it too much of a chance. I just like skip to different parts. But once it gets past like this part, I really start to get into the song. Okay, so we are at my castle. This is the garden. As you can see, I have a tree now. I asked Jessica to, like, I've seen some of her side projects and whatnot. I'm leaving my land. Oh, I know what that is. That's a long story, which I'll tell in a separate episode. Anyhow, I asked her to build me like a small garden here because I've seen her, like, her build. She does a lot of organic type builds, which I don't. So she built me this really cool tree that's just kind of hanging over into the pool crevice here with a light in it. She says she's done, but there's like a lot more could be done here. She also added this part, which I thought, you know, it's interesting. I thought I would grow to like this, but as this stays here, I just don't particularly care for it. I love the tree. I instantly like that tree, however. So I might be changing this back and whatnot. But otherwise, at this castle, nothing has really changed at all. I'm not sure if I've showed you guys downstairs. I can't remember. But I made just a circular room. I'm going to do a very brief overview in case I did. Circular room. Okay. Leading down. This was design I thought I was going to use, but because it's changing stairs, I'm not going to. Leading down into what would be kind of a throne room. And this was going to be the entranceway with water lining the path. But, you know, I just ran out of inspiration because... Oh no, I did show this off. Okay, that's the baker's room's ideas. Okay, you get... I am so sorry. I need to see certain things for me to remember random stuff. Yeah, I just ran out of inspiration here. I just don't know. The moment I have to start like decorating a room to use like a house, I just lose all inspiration. However, I don't know if I showed you what I named my animals. I got egg roll, omelet, cheese steak, peanut butter, pancake, and Concord. Concord is a type of grape, and it's my favorite grape. Now let me show you my enchanting place. I've nicknamed I in my phone going off. What is... So, as you can see, I've added a little bit to it. I've also put sugarcane here. I've got a walkway path with some prismarine bricks underneath some black glass. And I got these lights here. Now, you have to put down the redstone torch and then the light block with... because without the light block, these will not stay up in this fashion to the center of this block. And it took me a second to figure out how to do it, but I didn't think it would work. All you do is put a pressure plate, step on it, and get off. Now, because I thought it was activated by the pressure plate and not the redstone torch, they would fall down, but they didn't thanks to the torch. And as you can see, I got a second window going here. I've decorated it with a little bit of fencing, some more stairs, different directions, more different blocks. I had an idea here for a pool, but it just... I'm not liking anything I got going right here, so this is probably just going to come down at some point. Nothing over here, but you got the same deal. What's in these chests? Empty. I'll take this one. Huh. Fuck! Oh my god, that's... scared the hell out of me. I jumped so high in my chair. At least I know I didn't have too many levels on me. Yeah, I just repaired a pick yesterday. Give me back my shirt and hat. Rude as hell. Rude. Anyway. So I got rid of that casing, as you can tell, and I put this dome on it. That way you can still look down and look at what used to be an eye. I just realized it looks like a uterus. I've had this here for quite a while, at least about a month and a half, and I just now realized that's what it looks like. Trex is gonna lose his shit. So we'll kiss it. But I've got some things organized in here. Like, the main weapons I got in this chest, because I don't really have a place to put them yet. And I got the enchantment set up down here, but I haven't really progressed. Like all my builds, they're kind of unfinished aside from my storage and my farm. So, let's go to storage. Get some. I'll always go to the wrong one. I always turn right first for some reason. But I'm gonna collect some. Why are all my pictures gone? Wait, why is only the wool pictures there? The wood pictures are all gone. And so are most of the stone pictures. Really? Really? Alright. So... there's only two things that happened here. Either another mod came and took all of my shit and just broke these signs. Or I'm building another storage room. Another storage room, baby. Yeah. Oh yeah. I have changed up my building style a little bit, guys. White glass, white clay. This layer has all the blocks you saw disappeared. No pictures this time because the pictures count as entities which lag the server a little bit. Especially since there's a lot of people, it means there's a lot of picture frames about, and my storage room would have a lot. So I won't be doing it this time. But as you can see what I've got going on, let me explain why I've been doing what I've been doing. I lost inspiration for my... Why do I have two holes? I don't remember this. No, this one is legit. I actually don't remember. Actually don't remember this. Oh. Crap, what is it? Oh my goodness, I don't know it now. There we go. Why did I forget that command? Camtastics. Who is Camtastics? Let's see. Nope, they're not on, so let's just see how much they broke first. There you go, 100. $322. Alright, so I was digging this out last night. That hole was not here, so that appeared in the past. Oh, seriously. Yeah, that happened today, it said. Wow, I am just gonna have to look into that more. I don't think anything valuable was stolen right off the bat. Anyhow, let me explain what I was thinking. So, my enchantment place. I ran out of ideas. I got sucked into Skyrim really hard. I went back to the League really hard. And I went back in the server, and I had a basic idea of this piston design. And the reason why I'm building like this, I should let you know, is because it's heavily inspired by Firestar, which now is Knight of Sorrow? I forget his new name. It's just Firestar to me. Heavily inspired by Firestar because he's always showing me what new cool things he's got going on. And they're always intricately detailed. My phone's flat. Why is my phone flashing? I already viewed it. Turn it. Okay. They're always intricately detailed, but mine are very plain but colorful. So that's why I have what the brickwork's got going on with the pistons, and I've got some random wood thrown in here with random coloring thrown in as well, including the lime stain green. And I started with this idea, and how I started this was I threw up these pistons, and then I made a design off of it. I decided, you know what? I'm not going to use sandstone. I'm going to use cobble. I'm going to try and avoid using sandstone like my last storage build. I'm not calling stone brick. So what I tried doing is I tried making these little one-lane pathways all around. Some places it worked, some places it didn't. Either way, I got a pretty cool design off of it, which added random diorite blocks in places and made sectioned off portions for the lime green and then the granite. No andesite because I have enough gray going on. And then I wanted to use some logs that matched basic color scheme, which would be the I wanted to say cicada logs, that's not it. Acacia logs. And then a random bright colored block that's not quartz because it's way too bright and the texture seemed different on it, just from the edges. So I went with iron. It stands out, it catches your eye, but it's not blindingly bright like the quartz. And so once I reached the top, I tried to make an edge, which I came up with this little design here. Kind of like this design. And I just made a second section. I started making it at the corner, and I realized this is going to be nothing but a huge box. So I stopped. I even started coming up with some design on the top, but that's not going to be followed through. And I stopped. And it took me about 2 days to build all of this because I was just trying different things. And then Trex said, once I was stumped, "Are you building a new storage room?" That's what I should do. So I immediately went over here, which is actually pretty close to my castle. There's a dragon guardian guarding my castle. And I just dug straight down to, I think, level 15? No, 25, I think. 20. Dug down to level 20, and that's where I started, and I just built up from there. I started off with, this, no, I started right here, That's how I got this centered. I started at 35, I get some cake when I'm hungry. From digging sand to make glass. How do I get rid of this? Okay. Oh, yeah, so I started this. I made this little, like, I don't want to say ante-room. Just a centerpiece where I set home here, and this is where I wind up. My home set place. Although I've yet to do it. And then I made this little place, and I thought, you know what, it would be pretty cool if this was standing in a little room. And the first thing you can do is fly up, and you're already high up off the ground. You can look at all the detail. So I made this tower here, which brought the same general idea. I brought the top of it, but changed the bottom to make it symmetrical. And aside from the corners, it's half symmetrical, I'd say. Like, if you were to get these stairs, these slabs, this would be the same as that, basically. But lime green clay for this tower. I'm actually thinking of taking down this tower because it doesn't match the feel of the rest of these rooms yet, or wholly anyway. So I'm gonna tear this down, move it back, which is why I'm digging out back here, and change up the design a little bit. So I need to think. Oh, I just need to throw up a yeah. No, I need to place a design and go with it. Yeah, I'm really liking my idea. Just the design. You have one block supporting multiple pistons that just stick out random lengths, like this one in here too. Oh, ignore all the lights. And just build off designs off of it. So I'm gonna keep this design. Let's do that. Ignore constant clicking. The reason why I'm holding so much cobble is because there are a couple guys on IH that I know are making a huge, like, they plan on making a huge castle to end all castles. And I'm not gonna divulge who these couple people are, because I don't want like random people like spamming them for requests to see it. I mean, I know not a lot of people watch this, but things can spread just from one person. What am I looking for? Oh, wood, iron, cobble. Crap. There we go. Back. Let me make some more pistons before I So basically what I have is I have colors, very basic stones, and then I have organic, like the trees, grasses, plants, dyes, whatnot, with the other filler, like the prismarines, the cold snow ices, and then the nether blocks and whatnot. Or the hot blocks. You got the hot, you got the cold, you got the warm, and then you have organic trees and plants. A lot of dark oak. Get a stack of that. Close. There we go. Let me organize it. Okay, so make some pistons real quick. How do you make it? Okay. Oh no, I need 64 dust. Already I'm just screwing up in general. Good. Yeah, so I built this. Let's get this design going. Up. And let's get Just get off the ground, put it up here randomly so I know. There we go. That's basically all I got going down there in the corner. So now I can tear that down. Now remember that piston pattern, because that piston pattern gives it a very general shape it has to use to carve with the stone brick and whatnot. And plus, since I don't really want you to see too much of the piston bottom, it automatically gives me the I need to place a block in these 4 places problem going on. So the main idea in all of this so far is that you see the active pistons, the active redstone, and you don't see much of the bottom, and you do not see any. Nice. Oh. And you don't see any of the acacia red. I'm also trying to brighten it up a little bit in here because there's a lot of gray with the granite and the limestone and the diorite. I mean, that's not a lot of color, not a lot of fluctuation going on, but the color is not really the main thing I'm going for. I'm also trying to get some of these chisel blocks, which I'm just recently remembering. Rollback aborted. What? I'm also remembering that the chisel was here, so I'm trying to bring that in to play a lot. Let's see. So I made this pattern, which is kind of just by accident based on what blocks I tried using right here, leaches to underneath the glass. And the glass is going to be a standard walkway in most places, aside from the very base right here. I tried adding just a lot of gray glass. And this big of an area, it doesn't look good to me. But in this big of an area, it looks good to me. It's a weird good. So immediately branched off, and I started all with these designs. I already had this previous design of mine, so I used it for the corners. And I have it the same kind of my other storage room idea, where you walk into a room, and the first thing you see is the middle blocks, covered by 2 chests on each side. And so it's just 1 redstone block, 1 piston pushing down onto a iron block with another piston and a light. The light is because it was dark as all get out in here, which it still kind of is, but I think it's bright enough for mobs to not really spawn. I did have quite a few. I didn't have any lights, but now I don't. I've gotten 1 skeleton in the past several days, and I've been in here for hours working around. That says something about the lighting. Right around the same time I was building the storage room, I was fighting with myself to build the farms down here as well, of which they're going to be going a little bit lower into their own section of rooms. The vegetable farms, not the animals. And I kind of built like a low logs drop to add to it, because I didn't really know what to do to hide, aside from placing an ugly slab there, which would make it too square. Even though it's already pretty square, I mean, there's enough odds and ends to make it look like it's not. So I've got this, albeit this is pretty freaking square, but there's not too much importance about it besides just a cool little walkway to drop down. I feel like that, despite how simple this looks, I've tried it multiple different ways, different designs, and I didn't like it aside from this. So that's what I did. Then I just went back to work on storage, as you can see. And between each storage is just a drop down area to the next one, and the one after that, and the same flying up. I just did this one yesterday. Finished this layer yesterday, and moving stuff. So I started with the ones in the corner, spaced out how many chests per slot, an extra 2 chests in the window frame so you can see just by flying in. You can see all floors by flying in. I need 1 more floor for ores and whatnot, and I think that'll be the last one I do. I don't really know how to like say my thought process in all of this, because it kind of just came about with me playing around with these designs. Like especially the granite, the polished granite up here, that was just me trying like 4 different things, and because I already have the cobbled granite, polished granite looks pretty cool. Kind of gives me like, I don't know, a prison bar feeling almost. But it's not the, I don't know how to describe the feeling I have. I don't like have any sci-fi type feelings, and this is like the genre you would build in if you were a sci-fi guy. Or at least it feels like it to me, thanks to the Pistons. Yeah, and the ceiling's not too decorative, but your main focus is not the ceiling. But however, I do have those lights hanging down at random lengths. Whoa, oh crap. And this corner is incredibly dark. The main reason why I was going to put glass as a floor everywhere is because mobs do not spawn on glass. But it didn't work out. The reason why this is not green is because I just didn't like it. I didn't like the looks of it being green. I just scratched my eye. Did I change all those? Yes, I did. This right here used to look like this. This is not getting changed, that's staying. But because I added the lights on this section here, I cut down the logs a little bit and added a little bit more stone brick. So, this is what has been going on in my life. I need to clear out a lot more of this. This is going to be smashed against this wall to give a long walking line to the storage. And that'll also give me a chance to try to work on practice some large designs on the wall. Full scale designs. Which is something I would like to practice. This hole is just by accident. I think I'm going to stop the music right there. Yeah, I got some work ahead of me still. I had to repair this pick God knows times. This is the last time I can repair it too. It's now too expensive to repair. Something new also added was, it's not much, but just this piece of black glass here and there on each side. Just in this spot, and this spot, and it's going to be going down there too. But I think it just changes. I think I just like it. Yeah. So, thank you, Firestar, for inspiring me to continue being on the server and building a new storage room. And thank you guys for checking out this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you like the song, please check it out. Like I said, it is Liquefied. I'll put up a link in the description of the channel on YouTube. And yeah, check out the song. And if you don't particularly like the song, like always, there's always really cool artwork, so I highly recommend you check out the artwork as well. Ignore this wool block. I'm also giving away that wool in my other storage room. I will not be having a spot for it. So if you want it, you got it. I will see you guys next time.